Alright, so here's hoping I can get this in one take, because I don't want to do this again. I don't really want to have to make the I'm quitting Elsword guys video, but I do kind of feel like it's owed to you. Yeah, you, possibly the person that subscribed to me because I come across one of your Elsword videos, which was kind of funny, probably kind of cringy at the same time. Honestly, this is a quite common video found on a lot of channels I used to watch, them basically explaining why they quit the game, and honestly, I'm gonna have to do my own because I feel like I owe it to a few of my subscribers that are probably here for that kind of content. So, long story short, I'm not really gonna be uploading Elsword content anymore, and I don't wish to play the game either. I will go into my reasons why, but if you want to unsubscribe, then go ahead and do that and forget I ever existed. Please, I encourage you. But if you do like anime and you're willing to give me a chance because you like my personality or anything about my videos, I would honestly urge you to stick around because I have like loads of other videos planned, and you know, I'll be doing what I want to do kind of thing. Honestly though, I'm just going to quickly go over why I'm not going to be uploading Elsword, mainly because, well, towards the end of my duration of playing the game, I realized I wasn't really having fun anymore. There was just nothing on there that really grabbed me, and I feel like there was just a disconnect, like nothing they were putting out update wise was grabbing me. I thought each update was to generate excitement, but frequently I was finding I was skipping or just glancing over updates. I'd always used to check on the Elsword Twitter to see, you know, what's the next update gonna be, and before I knew it, I stopped checking every week, and then I just stopped checking completely because, quite frankly, I just didn't care. Sure, third class was a thing and I was kind of hoping that would bring me back in, but I think at that point I knew myself that I was completely finished with the game. And here's why. You see, the game is adamant that it is a game as a whole, but we all know it's kind of split in two. And I'm not sure if they really know that either, but it's PvP and PvE. And while I do feel like they're trying to, you know, get everyone to just play the game for what it is, whether you want to do PvE or PvP, you either kind of like one or the other, and if you like both, then great. But for me, PvP was the more enjoyable aspect of Elsword. It was what I was there for. I enjoyed the brawling mechanics of the game. Some people compared it to Smash. I can see the similarities. It's unique. It's a type of brawler party game. I liked the gameplay. There was no other RPGs like it at the time. For me, PvP was just monotonously boring. You do the same rooms over and over again, grind out for hours to get gear, which you then transfer over to PvP, which in my opinion made no sense and is what pretty much ruined the experience for me. I just want to make a character, deck them out with skills, and then go fight people, but as each season went on, more people were just dipping out of the game. Queues were taking longer, and then when you did get queued with someone, it would be someone that was maybe a higher rank than you, or someone that was just completely geared. Now, I'm not against people that have gear. In fact, I feel like if they were to do something about gear, it should have been done a long time ago. Mainly because really, gear is something that people have earned and they should be able to use, but in my personal opinion, if you're splitting the game in two sections, why are you getting rewarded in the PvP section if you grind it out in PvE? Surely you should get rewarded in PvP by winning more matches, not by doing more dungeons if you've split up the game. Honestly, that concept always just baffled me, and it kind of annoyed me because I was being forced to play parts of the game I didn't enjoy. And when you're forced to do that, then your overall enjoyment factor of the game just decreases. And especially with gear basically resetting every few seasons, it just kind of took the fun out of it. I couldn't just get gear in and head to PvP and do what I wanted to do. It was always, well, I'm going to have this for a set season, then I've got to go for another set the next season. Some may argue it's fun. For me, it's boring, especially when you don't like PvE. A lot of people complained about, you know, the balancing of the game and this and that. For me, that was never really an issue. I mean, Jeff Kaplan, you know, the guy that makes Overwatch, he even said it himself. No one likes a balanced game because that's boring. Things that are overpowered are fun. So for me, most of the times there may have been a few dumb abilities in the game, but it was never really game breaking for me. I feel like a lot of people take the character balancing in this game way too seriously. Like, a lot of the characters are fine, they change them around, sure there's some broken abilities here and there, but I feel like the issues were Elsword. It was mainly for me to do with gear and the connection, like, between matches. That was really what was making it unenjoyable for me, because not only when you come up with someone that has really bad internet, and then you also find out that they have a plus 13 or whatever, you stand no chance. Like, you already know that they're gonna beat you because they're outgeared than you, and that the connection is not gonna make it fun. Most of the time, I would even put my example down to just going and sparring my friends. That was probably the times I had the most fun with any PvP thing related. I don't want to sound oblivious and turn a blind eye to Elsword as if they're not trying to fix these things, and I'm sure they are, but nothing's grabbed me. I've checked the website occasionally and there's nothing there that really makes me want to go back, which is sad because that just, for me, marks the end of my era with this game, which I honestly didn't expect to ever happen, because I really did enjoy this game. It was my kind of game. Anime, you know, RPG, brawling, fighting, like, that was me all over. But for me, just, they didn't polish it enough, and I feel like people have been screaming out for this for ages. People have been dipping out of this game. The community has been falling apart for quite a long time, and honestly, I'm gonna leave it too. But it's not all hate. I'm not leaving this game with no malicious intent, because while people would bash this game, I still enjoyed my time in this game. I'm not gonna say, F this game, I hate it, no one should play it, let's boycott it. No, Elsword is a great game, and if you do enjoy this kind of gameplay and anime aesthetic, go in for the game. You might have fun. But after playing it for almost 5 years, I've really just done everything, and I kind of see the cycle that it goes in. I used to be a bystander with people that would drop out of the game and say that they were quitting. I'd be like, well, I enjoy the game, I'm still playing. But I feel like I'm turning into one of those people now. There are good people out there. There's a Elsword community I've joined on Discord that goes by the name of the Elsword Revival Association. Well, I got added by, I think, one of the mods or the leader of this server. He started talking and we were just basically back and forthing on what the game needs to improve on, and honestly, it's kind of good to see that there's people like this out there kind of trying to better the game and the experience for newcomers and veterans, you know. I was completely honest with him, and I think that everything I've said in this video still reign true to what we discussed. So, I mean, if you're interested in, you know, helping this community out, then maybe consider joining that server. He hasn't told me to say this, I'm just generally saying this because, honestly, another thing this people give Elsword is a bad rap for a community. I think the community was fine. The PvP community was hella salty, and I will admit that there was a lot of toxicity, especially in PvP, but that's player versus player. You get that in almost every game. It's in Overwatch, it's in League. You can't find a game where everyone's like buddy buddy. I've met really good people through this game, and I've met good friends, and I've had good fun on this game. Honestly, I'm not trying to bash this game at all. Like, I hope if anyone's still here to the end, they know that I'm only leaving because my time on this game is done. I haven't played it in months, and I think we all kind of, well, we can all kind of gauge by the uploads I'm going to be talking about now. I'm not into this game. Outgrown it is one thing, but I think just grown past it is another, you know. So that's pretty much it. I thought, let me give you guys a full rundown of why things are going to start changing on this channel and why I'm quitting Elsword, because honestly, it's due. There's a lot of channels that do this, and I feel like, you know what, I owe it to the subscribers at the end of the day. So, yep, I'm done with Elsword. I'm going full on anime uploads now. It was a fun ride, I can't lie. I don't know what I'm going to do with my account. I'll just leave it there to collect dust. Maybe I'll give it to my friend. I don't know if you can legally sell that. Can I say that on camera? Oh crap, I can't say that on camera. But yeah, that's it. I'm done with Elsword. Thank you for the memories, and yeah, I'll see you in the next anime upload. Bye.